Big sigh.
First
Big
of all,
sigh.
I'm just going to say this. If I see a black person walking around with Trump mugshot, I'm going to punch him in the face.
Good damn afternoon, Americans. Jericho Green here with you once again. Make sure you get in the description section. Hit the link to my new channel, Green's House. Here's a serious question. Can you get CTE from basketball? I know you can get it from football. I've heard stories, or stories, I guess you can call them, of people getting CTE from playing hockey. Getting slammed up against the glass and going down on the ice and the fights they get into. But I've never heard of anybody getting it from basketball. But I think we might have the first patient. I think we might have patient zero in Charles Barkley. Charles Barkley is 100% dumbass, and he might be a little retarded. That's terrible. That's terrible. So he says, he was on the Gayle King show or something, and he was saying that if he sees a black Trump supporter wearing a Trump t-shirt, he's going to punch them in the face. Now, Charles Barkley, big dude. I don't know his stats, 6 foot, 6, 7, 8, something like that. 300 some pounds, been a big dude his whole career, even bigger now that he's retired and he's slowed down. So I would imagine if Charles Barkley got a punch off on you, it'd be pretty damaging. Big guy, big hands, heavy. Yeah, he'd probably fuck you up pretty good. But he'd also, not only would he be punching a person in their face, he'd be punching his bank account in its face, because they would sue the complete shit out of you, Charles Barkley, you stupid country bumpkin son of a bitch. So let's hear it from Le Horse's mouth. Charles, the dumbass Barkley, fucking idiot. All right, let's hear it.
Sigh.
First
Big
of all,
sigh.
I'm just going to say this. If I see a black person walking around with Trump mugshot, I'm going to punch him in the face.
Charles,
No, Gail.
Charles,
Gail.
you really can't say that, because A, you don't mean that.
Oh, I mean that sincerely. I'm going to just tell you something.
And then you will be arrested for assault. And then what?
I'm going to bail myself out and go celebrate. If I smell,
Don't encourage him. Don't encourage him. Okay, but go ahead.
Seriously.
Continue.
First of all, if I was at that
conference,
I'd have got up and walked out. That was an insult to all black people, because he basically just saying, and first of all, to compare black history where we've been discriminated against to his plight.
Yes.
Well, first of all, he's a billionaire, and they're prosecuting him for stuff he did wrong. They're prosecuting him for stuff he did wrong. And for him to
It's still in the court system, Charles. We have to wait. It's still in the court system. But continue.
Well,
continue.
Some of the stuff is true. They did storm the Capitol. They did say that the election was stolen. Those aren't lies, Gail.
Yeah.
Those are
They
facts.
did say that.
Okay. But to compare, I would have got up and walked out, because it's not a fair comparison. He's a billionaire. He's had a great life. He's been president of the United States. To insult black people who have been discriminated against all these years, to put them in the same category, I was just offended.
Big sigh.
One of the stupidest things he said in there was, Trump's a billionaire. He's had a great life. Motherfucker, so have you. You're a multi-millionaire. You've been playing basketball your whole life. You've had a great life too. The day you signed on the dotted line with the NBA was the day your great life started. That was an insult to black people. We've been persecuted, discriminated. Shut your dumb ass up. You haven't been discriminated against since you stepped on the basketball court and they saw you were a dumb jock that they needed to pass along to make money off of you. He was offended. Okay. Charles Barkley offended. Well, let's see. Charles, or as they call him, Sir Charles, back in the day, Did this offend black people? Did this offend you? And what he's talking about is Trump, I don't know, he was doing a rally or something like that. And he said that when my mugshot came out, my numbers improved. I did great with black people. Black people loved it. And they did. I don't know if any of you are on social media like me, because this is my yob. But they did. Oh, Trump. Oh, he's a real one. Trump, they're treating Trump like us. Oh, he's one of us. Same shit they were saying before he ran for president. Trump, I want to be the black Trump, the hood Trump. Oh, Trump, he's the man. He's finally one of us. That's exactly what happened. So he was right. But for you to sit there like a big 7-foot vagina and be offended by that, I would have got up and walked out. Charles, you too stupid to be there in the first place. You hear that? You feel that? That's Charles Barkley's big ass trying to pull you back on the plantation. That's him trying to keep you on the plantation, you poor, lowly black folk, you downtrodden black folks. We've always had it bad. We've just been slaves, and then we were discriminated against, and then they redlined, and then Black Wall Street, and then the police, and then the government, and then ding, 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 ding. He's trying to pull you back on the plantation. Do not enjoy your freedoms in America. Don't think that you're equal to white people, because you'll always just be a black person. With the little storm cloud over your head, lightning strikes every once in a while. Oh, I'm black. Charles Barkley wants you to remain the Eeyore of ethnicities. Oh, good morning, Pooh Bear. I'm still black. If you don't shut your dumb, ignorant ass up, Charles Barkley. Black folks, we've had it so bad. Our plight, we don't have a fucking plight anymore. We are the same as everybody else, and the sooner we realize that, the better. Well, the sooner you guys realize that. I already fucking know. No one's superior to me. No one has control over me. Nobody tells me I can't have anything. Nobody tells me I can't go anywhere. Nobody kept me from buying a house. I've gotten jobs. I haven't gotten jobs. And guess what? If I didn't get them because the person who picks the person who's in charge of hiring is racist, I'll never know. It's not like they tell you, hey, but by the way, the reason we didn't hire you is because we're racist. They don't tell you that. So you never know. So who gives a shit? Nobody can tell me anything. I can do whatever I want. This is America. And it's always the rich, successful ones telling you that you can't be shit, telling you how bad we have it in this country, but this dude's clinking champagne plumes together, trying to say 2 and 3 syllable words without passing out. You mean to tell me this big dummy, you big dummy? I'm coming, Elizabeth. You mean to tell me this big pile of dumb shit can become rich and successful, but you can't? It's so easy, Charles Barkley could do it. Not to mention talking about assaulting people. Barkley, I hope that you run into a black person wearing a Trump mugshot t-shirt, and I hope you do punch him in the face. And I hope they sue you so bad that you got to go back into the NBA. You got to put on lipstick and a hairpiece and try to get in the WNBA so you can get paid. Who do you think you are, Charles Barkley? You think some black person is going to let you run up and punch him? You get the shit kicked out of you, Charles Barkley. You too old for that shit. Charles Barkley would go up to somebody, hey, oh, you wearing that t-shirt? That's terrible. You got Trump's face on there? That's terrible. I'm a man of my word. Here's a right hook, because that's terrible. Oh, yeah, Charles? Here's some of this. Are you kidding me, Charles? Carlos? Somebody beat your big, simple ass into a blue parking spot for the rest of your life. You're going to punch a black Trump supporter. I wish you would, man. I'd love to see it. I'd love to see you sitting up there on TNT Bask NBA tonight with a fucking ribeye steak over your eye because you did something stupid. Get you some big sunglasses so it covers up your black eye. Fucking idiot. Let that be a white person. Man, I show you a black Trump supporter with a mugshot t-shirt. I'm going to punch him in his face. He'd get arrested before he left the studio. But here we go. The bigotry of low expectations. Let them say it. Look at them. They're Negroes. They believe that they're less than. They believe that they're inferior. Let them say it. It doesn't matter. They'll never rise above. A couple of them will here and there. But they are successful to keep the rest of you unsuccessful, to keep the rest of you oppressed. They want to tell you the white man's the oppressor. They're the oppressor. Don't worry, elitists. Don't worry, real racists in the world. Us black folks will police ourselves. We will keep ourselves beat down mentally. We will keep ourselves firmly shackled to that Democrat plantation. You don't have to worry about us, boss. You got to keep an eye on us, boss. Put the overseer and them hound dogs on somebody else, because us Negroes, we going to keep ourselves in line. Coming from somebody who posed for a fucking picture like this. This is real. 1992, Sports Illustrated. Charles Barkley Unchained is what the headline said. This is real, kids. This is not Photoshop. This is a real picture that his big, dumb, black ass posed for in 1992. Wearing slave clothes with chains around his neck, wrists, and ankles. Are you fucking kidding me? But he's going to tell you what's offensive to black folks. He's going to tell you what happens when you support Trump. Well, they did storm the Capitol, Gail. That was terrible. But you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please subscribe. Hit that notification bell, because every time it rings, a piece of shit lefty cries. Utilize the Linktree link. Get your ass over to JerichoGreen.net. Hit that Linktree link. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share my new channel, Green's House. I am Jericho Green, and man, I'm out.